Hello, everybody. Happy, what is it, Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the Thursday?
Tis the Thursday,
Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Brohim.
ItsKim Live. I am ItsKim. I just want to say right off the bat, actually, I don't know, producer sister, if you could write a little note and I can pin it. We are currently having some issues with our internet service provider. So if there is a drop in frames or there's an audio issue or video, please hold on. Check on the chat and see what's going on. We will keep you guys posted. It is likely out of our control. And I can tell you, I have spent much time today speaking with our ISP, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot. If you guys think that you've seen Angry Kim, oh no, you have not. They saw her today. They did. So that's what's going on. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are awaiting a raid from Popcorn Planet. So I'm just gonna go through a few news things that they've kind of talked about so far, and then we'll get into what's going on today. And we got a couple what the whats too, because I think a lot of us need a palate cleanser. I also will say here, because I know a lot of it right now is fam. The fam is here, my angels. In light of things that are currently going on in the world, I never like to make things political here because political stuff is divisive. But I am going to have a hot take here, and I understand some of you may not like it, and if you don't, then you are free to leave, and that's fine. But I don't find jokes about the sovereignty of my country and the safety of where I live to be funny. I don't find violating international law to be funny. And if you have questions about why I'm upset about that, there's actually a link in the description that goes to an article that explains the perspective that we currently have on this. And I hope that that is understandable. And I would very much like to keep that conversation out. And I hope that that is clear. So let's get going.
If you want to pin.
Pin? Oh, perfect. Okay. I am going and I'm doing that now. Pin. Alrighty. Okie day. Let's do this. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. All right. So we got a new ruling. We got a new ruling on the protective order when it comes to It Ends With Us, and we are going to get into that very, very shortly. This stream will include speculation and opinion and should not be taken as fact. Always do your own research, and links will be in the description. I haven't uploaded them yet because I've kind of been here with you guys, so we're going to do that shortly, but you know, we'll get there. And hi, YouTube Human Reviewer. We have tried to ensure that this video is appropriate according to the community guidelines. Viewers, please do not send hate to anyone, famous or not. It's not cute. We are all entitled to our own opinions, but do not do anything that would cause harm to people. I do not support hate in any kind. And all individuals mentioned here are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, all that good stuff, because that's what we're talking about, a lot of stuff right now. So we are just going to go over to the interwebs and take a look at the newses today, because I was not able to put everything in my normal format because life. But yes, the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively protective order has been decided. And we've been waiting for this for like a week. There was a hearing last week that talked about this. You could call in and listen to it if you so chose. I did. And hear all of the lawyers speaking with the judge, and it was quite illuminating. It's always nice to be able to hear lawyers when they're talking about this kind of stuff, and judges, because there's so much that's said in tone, right? I mean, transcripts only give you so much, and it was definitely intense. I think a lot of people had a lot of feelings, a lot of pressure, and we got the decision. So this is according to TMZ. I have read the whole thing and taken notes on it and been through it all. So I will be giving my input on it as well. Blake Lively is getting the protective order she wants in her war with Justin Baldoni, but Justin's team is also celebrating the fact that ultimately there will be very few secrets kept from the public in this case. According to docs, the judge in Justin's lawsuit against Blake and Ryan Reynolds is issuing an order allowing Blake and Justin's legal teams to designate sensitive materials as suitable for attorneys' eyes only, meaning they can choose to keep certain details out of the public eye. On the surface, this is a big win for Team Lively. As we reported, she and her attorneys wanted the protective order as a means to block Justin Side from continuing to release a slew of emails, texts, videos, and other material related to their war over It Ends With Us. Justin and his attorney, Brian Friedman, have said they want to reveal as much evidence as possible to defend his reputation from the accusations Blake made against him, which is fair, which include SH. There's a silver lining here for Team Baldoni. The judge's order includes a provision informing both sides the court is unlikely to seal or otherwise afford confidential treatment for any documents exchanged between Blake and Justin that end up as evidence in the trial. Translation: all the juicy stuff will come out in the end. And that's assuming that this goes to trial and it doesn't settle out of court. Now, that's a very powerful card, quite bluntly, because it means that we're going to have depositions. One of the big things that came out last night, and people were talking about it this morning, is that Hugh Jackman is expected, reportedly, to be deposed. Taylor Swift is expected to be deposed. You've got a lot of very powerful people, famous people, that don't want their business becoming private or public information for a case that they're really not involved in. I understand this logic. So, if they have to do a deposition, there's something in there that they don't want out there, they can very easily be to their friends, end this, and I would put money on that potentially being a situation that we could be looking at here. That's just my opinion. You guys are welcome to disagree with me. Let me know in the chat what you think, but that's just my opinion. Friedman tells TMZ, we are fully in agreement with the court's decision to provide a narrow scope of protections to categories such as private mental health records and personal security measures that have never been an interest to us, as opposed to Ms. Lively exceedingly overbroad demands for documents for a 2.5-year period, which the court rightly squashed, which is 100% true. Yeah, and then he adds, we remain focused on the necessary communications that will directly contradict Ms. Lively's unfounded accusations. We will oppose any efforts by Ms. Lively and her team to hamper out our client's ability to defend against her attacks by incorrectly categorizing important information such as trade secrets, especially considering there were no issues in providing these communications willingly to the New York Times. And meanwhile, a spokesperson for Blake, I love how it's just a spokesperson. It's not a lawyer. And it's not a named spokesperson. I feel like this would be when you would have a lawyer give a statement to a media outlet, but that's... I'm just Meanwhile, a spokesperson for Blake says today the court rejected the Wayfarer party's objections and entered the protections needed to ensure the free flow of discovery material without any risk of witness intimidation or harm to any individual's security. With this order in place, Ms. Lively will move forward in the discovery process to obtain even more evidence that will prove her claims in court. Well, I hope you find something, Ms. Lively, because I'm waiting. I've been waiting. I feel like I've been waiting a long time. I'm just being honest right now. It's very frustrating when I have been so, like, from the very beginning, I will take in new evidence. I have the right to change my opinion based on the information that I hear. And I keep hearing her with these dialogues of, I have all this evidence, I have all this evidence, I have all this evidence. Yet some of this evidence that you've had to remove from your complaint because it's basically gotten torn to shreds. So I think that will be interesting. The basic claims here for the protective order, let me see if I can pull them up here to show you guys in case you missed them. Put a 1 in the chat for me if you guys were in the popcorn chat. And let me know. Because I want to make sure that everybody gets the information. But I also don't want to bore you guys with the same details over and over again, and I hope that that makes sense. Where it be? I've got the document open here. We are looking. There it is. Right there. So this is kind of the most important part of this order, in my opinion. And to be clear, I'm not a legal expert. I'm not a lawyer. I've been following a lot of legal cases to do with celebrity pop culture and true crime over the past couple of years, and I've gotten pretty comfortable with reading legal documents and understanding things, and also speaking with many lawyers who have educated me a lot. Um, and this to me is the most important thing. And basically, these are the categories of what are going to be designated as attorney's eyes only. So, trade secrets, which is confidential business plans, marketing plans, and strategies for clients other than parties in this litigation. That is crucial. Other than parties in this litigation. So, if they have other people coming in with their own businesses, with their own stuff, their information can't be brought in. Confidential business projects or leads on projects for clients that other than parties in this litigation, confidential creative projects, or other ideas than those involved in this litigation. And to me, that could be everything from like movie stuff to music stuff to, I would even say, PR stuff. I could see there being conversation amongst, Melissa Nathan, Jennifer Abel, Stephanie Jones, um, Leslie Sloan, all of these people who work in public relations, um, basically saying we can't have the things that we do behind the scenes coming out, if that makes sense. And I think that that's fair because it is privileged information and that's a huge part of their business. So I totally feel that. The second would be security measures taken by parties or third parties, which I don't understand the obsession with this because does anyone remember a time where Wayfarer parties were like, we need to know that? Because I've read through a lot of these documents and I have not seen that. I just haven't. I haven't. Maybe that's my stupidity and I've missed it, but I haven't seen that. Medical information of third parties. Now, I think this one's interesting because something that I have questions about, and hello to the Popcorn Planeteers who are coming in. It is good to see you. It is so good to see you all. Please make sure you've hit that like on the way in, and please sub if you haven't. It would mean the world to me for you to do that. And hello, Popcorn Planet. Hello, Andy. Thank you so much. You are wonderful. And thank you, Buttercup, for joining the Space Angels. That's amazing. Welcome. Welcome. When it comes to the medical information of the parties or third parties, and I need to check with a lawyer about this because I'm sure there are changes depending on where you file and the rules of everything. But Blake Lively has made part of her claim to be about like emotional distress, anguish, etc. And at that point, I wonder if evaluation will be necessary. And I get flashbacks to the Depp Heard trial where we talk about Dr. Curry. And Amber actually was assessed not only by Dr. Curry, but by another psychologist as well. So that information then came into the courtroom too. Will that happen with Blake? I don't know. We'll have to see. And then the last one is highly personal and intimate information about third parties and highly personal and intimate information about the parties other than information directly relevant to the truth or falsity of any allegation in the complaints in this case. Now, I think this is where exactly Dreadnought muffins. Lots of muffins. So many muffins. Can I clarify so we can stop talking about the muffins? I will never forget that day in court. I will never forget it. It was absolute kangaroo court. It was ridiculous. But I think the big question now, and it's one that Andy had, and I think it's very fair. He got some pushback for it. I think it was a little bit ridiculous and a bit overdone. But it's that who defines what is highly personal or intimate information? Because I could tell you, and I don't know if you guys want to like back me up on this if you know people like this. Do we all not know some people, let's just be real, that have no problem sharing every highly personal, intimate detail about themselves and they think it's totally normal and totally fine? And then you got other people that like they think that everything is personal and intimate and they're super guarded. Like to me it's a spectrum. To me it's not just as simple as being able to say, well, clearly this is an intimate piece of information. I mean, I think there's definitely some things that would be considered that, but I've also been in situations where, I meet someone and I'm going to use an example that is not mine, but that I have heard of, and I'm just going to keep it quiet. I meet somebody and 5 minutes later, I now know half of their medical history. I know that one of their organs isn't in the proper place anymore because of something medically that's happened to them. And I'm like, We could have started with your favorite color, but you do you. So I think this is where sometimes it's subjective. And to me, when there's subjective things in a filing, I get nervous. I get nervous. I need it defined. I need it defined. So I guess we'll see over time what that means. But yeah, let me know if you understand what I'm saying. Put a one. I say this with my audience, my space angels all the time. Put a one in the chat if you're picking up what I'm putting down. You're hearing what I'm saying. So we will see over time what is going on. Now I am going to move on to the what the what's in a minute because I think today, for the most part, who's had a day? Who's had a day?
Mm-hmm.
That it's been a lot today, right? Has it been a lot? I
Been a
think
lot,
it's been
Robin.
a lot. It's been a lot, Robin. Robin. It's a lot. Lacey, you okay? Yeah. So we're gonna have some fun with what the what. But I did just see this, and I have to read this. I haven't read this yet, but I'm like, I'm sorry. What is happening with this? Thank you guys so much. Apparently CNN destroyed the Cassie video in the Diddy case.
What?
Yeah. The headline is literally Diddy. CNN destroyed Cassie video defense claims.
I'm so confused.
Me too. So, bombshell in the Diddy prosecution. I'm reading this for the first time. I'll give you guys my unedited thoughts. CNN destroyed the only known copy of the 2016 video in which Diddy is seen hurting Cassie in the hallway of an LA hotel. This according to new court documents. Diddy defense team and prosecutors filed a joint letter about the evidence in the case. According to the defense, CNN purchased the video showing Diddy hurting Cassie at the Intercontinental Hotel in LA. The letter claims CNN purchased the only known copy of the hotel surveillance footage, uploaded that footage into a free editing software. You guys don't have Premiere? What? CNN, what are you doing? I'm sorry, that's funny to me. Altered the video and then destroyed the original footage, even though it knew about the repeatedly reported about the federal investigation. So that's interesting. The defense claims that CNN altered and edited the footage by covering up the timestamp and then changing the video sequence. Are we back to this argument?
Again?
This was an argument that they tried to do not too long ago about throwing this part out of saying well, they put things in a different order so the context isn't clear, and the judge had to be like, we saw you kick her. We saw you hurt her. It doesn't matter what order in which those things happened, they happened. That's nuts. That's nuts. Oh my gosh.
This is the definition of your argument is invalid.
It also includes speeding up the video to make it falsely appear that the actions in the video are taking place faster than they are.
What does that matter?
I wasn't running down the hallway, I was walking. When I got there was when the bad stuff happened, but I was walking, therefore. As a result, the CNN video does not fairly and accurately depict the events in question. Oh my gosh, I think the judge is going to lose it. The Intercontinental Hotel has closed down in that location, so we're told no other video of the incident exists. Great. It seems inevitable that defense will try to exclude the video from Diddy's upcoming trial. Diddy is not being prosecuted for that. That's a state matter, and the statute of limitations has run. But the prosecutors want to use it to show Diddy's alleged violent propensities, which I think is fair. Reality is this. The courts almost never admit video evidence where the video is edited. The judge insists on the raw footage, so there's an extremely good chance that this video will never be played to a jury. I'm going to wait for the feds' argument on that one. I'm going to wait for the feds. We reached out to CNN. So far, no response. We reached out to the Southern District of New York prosecution, the prosecutor's office, and they declined to comment. Wow. Wow. That's a mess. This is going to get so much messier as we get closer. to this trial. It's absolutely insane. Exactly, Jacqueline. The judge is going to laugh this out of court. There's been so many things, for those of you that haven't followed the Diddy trial, that Diddy will come out with this like moment of being like, I have found the thing. This is the thing that will give me my innocence. You know, I got unfairly, targeted in a jail raid, and therefore it was planned, and they took my privileged information because I wrote that it was privileged on it, or I wrote legal on it. So yeah, and then they send pictures to the judge of the documents, and nothing's noted, so that doesn't work. And the judge is like, basically, you wasted my time. Has been kind of the way that I've interpreted it. Such a mess. Such a mess. Absolute mess. Thank you to everybody who came in through the Popcorn Raid. It is so good to have you here. Welcome to ItsKim Live. Normally, the way my show works is we start with the main topics at the beginning of the show. That's within the thumbnail. That's what's in the title. All that good stuff. Then we move into a portion of the show I call Halftime, where I communicate with my beautiful, beautiful community of space angels who are here. That is what we call our membership. And also, just if you are here and you are enjoying this show, you're a space angel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I also have two guests with me. Well, not guests, but they are my co-hosts. My partner in crime, my co-pilot is producer Sister.
Hello.
You can't see her, but she is here. She has her own microphone. She is behind the camera, and she puts together what we call What the Wut, which is when we look at something from around the internet that is interesting, funny, crazy, wild, all that good stuff, just palate cleanser from the day, because sometimes life sucks and we need other things to look at. I haven't seen it, so I react to it organically with you. I have no idea what's coming. None. So we're going to have fun. And then I also have my other bestie, my baby, my helper, and her name is Lacey, and she sits behind me, and I'll see if she is awake. We didn't have a show yesterday, and in part we did not have a show yesterday because Lacey was not feeling well. She's okay. Before anybody panics, she's okay, but she just didn't feel super great, and I had to take care of her. So she comes first, as always. So I'm going to ask her, Lacey, do you want to come over and say hi to everybody? Okay. Here she is. So this is Lacey. And I always get questions every time people come over here from Popcorn. She is a toy poodle Shih Tzu mix. She's 9. And she's my bestie. And she helps me with my disability. She's wonderful. Sometimes she burps. Sometimes she yawns. On cue. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bear. When she was a little puppy, she learned that when she burped, it made people laugh. And now I just think you do it because you can. So it's not every time, but most times. Most times. We got a pretty good rating on that. And if you do join membership, we have some fun emojis, which includes the Lacey emoji, my other dog Charlie, who has an emoji, and a couple other fun emojis of me yelling stop, all that good stuff. So yes, welcome to my corner of the internet, where things get weird, but we try to keep things fun. We try to keep things, keep things good. All that good stuff. So I'm going to pull up What the Wut. Tim Gray just said unsubscribed. Okay, bye.
Yet you're still chatting.
You're still chatting. That's always my favorite thing when people are like, I'm unsubscribing. And it's like, oh, I'm pretty sure we're on subscribers mode only. Mm-hmm. Fascinating.
Also, this is not an airport.
No.
You do not have to announce your departure.
You don't. You don't. It's all good. All right, so I'm going to pull up the What the Wuts. Oh, Denny Rose, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Hugs from Zoe from Gatineau, Quebec for Lacey. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hope everything is good in Quebec. And we are going to download the stuff. Perfect. Alrighty. And I do need to just check on a few things quickly. Make sure we are all right. I did miss a few things at the beginning of the show. Thank you so much, Stephen Schwartz, who's been a member for 9 months. 3/4 of a month. I hope you are well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Stephen. Is it Taco Thursday? Or is it just taco every day of the week? I'm not sure anymore. And King Bob, thank you for the gifted membership. That is incredibly kind of you. So that means we're at a gifted membership today, which is wonderful. Thank you guys so much. I may actually do this. Also, thank you, Denny. I just got the PayPal from you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. You are lovely. Um, Normally, I hand out memberships on the 15th and the 1st of the month. I have a few free ones to give out, which I would love to do. Um, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to stream next week because there's a lot of stuff going on. So I am just going to very quickly go over here and do that now. I hope you guys are cool with that. If it will let me. There we go. All right. Welcome to the new 5 Space Angels, and thank you so much, Buttercup, for just donating 5 memberships too. So that brings us to 11 today.
12 if you include Buttercups.
Yes. Yes, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. Is it Jane? I hope I said that right. Jane, love your optimistic and kind soul. Thank you so much. I try. Some days it tests me. Some days I'm not as good as it with it as other days. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I appreciate the 5 gifts there. That's wonderful. So, oh my goodness. So where are we at? My goodness. And it's good to see you, Joanne, too.
17.
Holy smokes. Thank you very much. You guys are spoiling me today. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Let's get all the fun stuff loaded. Because I don't know about you, but I'm ready for it. I'm so ready for it. Producer sister.
Yeah.
Could I actually bother you
Yeah.
to do me a quick favor?
Yeah.
Can you grab me a liquid of, like, ginger ale? A beverage. A beverage is the proper term. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes it'd be like that. I also will say, please, please consider hitting that like button. It would mean the world to me if you chose to do that. Would so appreciate it. Thank you muchly. Very much appreciate it. And we're going to get everything queued up, and let's go. And thank you so much to everybody who has subbed. You guys are wonderful. Okay, so we have 2 What the Whats today. I know one of them, producer sister, you said was kind of short.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing that's the 9 one? 9 slide?
Yeah, the Reddit one.
Okay. And then, okay, so do we want to do, let's do poll. Let's do poll. Because you said one of them was wholesome.
The Reddit one is more of a wholesome, short little... It's nowhere near as long or involved as what they normally are, but it was really cute and funny, so I did it.
And then the other one's funny?
Yeah, the other one's reaction funny.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is we're going to say which What the What first. And we have 2 options. We have a wholesome one that is short, and we have a funny one that is about the normal length, if you've ever been here before. So whatever you guys decide is what we will do.
I've been sitting on the short one for a couple weeks now, actually.
Aw. But sometimes there are days.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are days where it's helpful. It'd be helpful. Alias, I just thought, thank you for being a member for 24 months. That is wonderful. Thank you so much. And I understand. Please don't apologize. I hope everything works out for you and stuff is doing better soon for you. I've been there. I know. So thank you so much. You're so appreciated. Alrighty. Okay. So where are we at voting, everybody? What?
60-40.
60-40. Oh, great. Okay. So wholesome is winning. So I'm going to give you guys another few minutes to make your decision, and then we'll go from there. Joanne said, I've been MIA for a bit. I got a new puppy, Chihuahua named Gizmo. Between work and him, I've been flat out. That is fair. That is absolutely fair. Having a new puppy is a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
It is deceptively a lot of work. I think some people assume that it's just super easy and fun and nice all the time, and it's not. 24/7 cleaning crew as well as training crew and everything else. It's so much. So congratulations to the both of you. I hope you have years and years and years of love and just awesomeness in front of you, because I love dogs. I love dogs. Alrighty. She says, OMG, yes! Also being a teething instrument for a while of just the constant...
The sharp little daggers.
The sharp daggers. Alright. We're going to do the wholesome first, and then we'll go into the funny. How about that? Alright. Sounds good. Oh, I think I just saw what the funny one is, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Alrighty. Let's do it. So this is the wholesome one. TIFU.
Today I effed up.
I don't know if I've done one of these before.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. By
different...
texting my date that I might end up marrying him seconds after we ended our date. Oh, you in danger, girl. That's, oh wow. Average Supreme, literal needles, Kim. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Double checking. Oh, hello, Oscar. Member for 28 months. Hey, Kim, how are you? It's been a while. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, fellow Ari Stan. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Alrighty. Let's do it. So, today I effed up by texting my date that I might end up marrying him seconds after we ended our date. Sounds good. This just happened to me. Literally 10 minutes ago. I am dying. I am dead. End me now, oh Holy Ghost. Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. I thought this only happened to someone in poorly written rom-coms, the kind where life hardly imitates the real one. I want to bury myself and never come to see the light again. Why me? Oh, why me? 10 painfully long minutes ago, I exalted by the wonderful date, I went with this handsomely gorgeous man, who also happened to be a friend of mine for the past 3 years, against my apartment door that I thought I had just closed. On his beautiful face, I typed these words that will fiercely haunt me now. B.
With a lot of H's.
So beesh. I think I'm gonna end up marrying this guy. This was meant for my best friend. The only other soul I could muster to express my vulnerable feelings. I sent this deeply poetic text to him instead. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever texted someone by accident. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever done that. I haven't texted someone by accident, but I will say one thing that I do, which is a horrible, horrible habit, and I need to stop, is that I will be scrolling through Instagram when I'm tired, and then I will fall asleep. And the problem is my finger lands on the screen, and then I accidentally send things to people in my DMs. My friend Wancho has been victim of this a couple of times, and I am forever grateful that he is just such a great friend and totally understands. So it's like I'll drift off, and then I wake up and I go, oh no, and I go to my DMs and I make sure I haven't sent anything to anyone. This happens. This happens, and I'm so sorry. Yeah. So I can't judge this individual. I cannot judge her. Okay. Do you think there is a void big enough in this planet to hold all my misery? All of the embarrassment? Do you think I can make a pact with the devil to turn back time? It's like running up that hill. Need a deal with God. I would just need 10 minutes. That'd be really nice. Yeah, 10 minutes. Swap our places, delete the text, and then come back. All good. Can I please die now? Literal and metaphorical death is the only relief I might know. I am currently in my library, sprawled across the floor, intently staring at the ceiling. Man, I think I'll be here forever. You have a library?
She does comment later on that it's just like a little nook in her apartment.
I'm like, what?
She actually did post a picture of it, but the link is broken.
Oh, okay. So we're not talking like Beauty and the Beast library? No. We're not? Okay.
No, there was a lot of commenters who were like, what?
You have a library? It's like when people say, like, I'll meet you in the conservatory. And I'm like,
What?
you have a conservatory? What? Okay. Okay. Update. Meesh! I owe you an update. Good news. There's so much staring at the ceiling one can do before pure boredom kicks in and the realization that the desire to scream FFF at the top of your lungs will likely not last for an eternity. Bad news. You guys did me dirty by blasting my still fresh embarrassment on the front page and apparently on a famous Portuguese radio show this morning. Cool. Cool. Well, I'm sorry that I am also now amplifying your embarrassing story, but I hope that you feel the love here and the solidarity of everyone who has sent something by accident. Um, you know, sorry, Emily does YouTube. I just saw. I don't know what a conservatory is. I am poor. Say.
It's the room in the Clue game.
Yeah, exactly. It's the room in the Clue game. I was having a moment, like, I tried to watch a little bit of that Meghan Markle show where she was, like, making, like, a bath soak for the guest bedroom bathroom. And I'm like, okay, first of all, some people are lucky enough to have a guest room. There have been points in our lives where we have had a guest room in our home. Never have I ever had a dedicated guest bathroom.
Nope.
Has anyone ever had a dedicated Okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. If you do not have a dedicated guest bathroom, please put a 1 in the chat. I feel like there's just a moment where sometimes we just go like, oh, we are not the same. Nope. We do not live the same life.
Nope.
And also, thank you so much, Lena, for saying insufficient funds coded. One little inside joke we love to have in this community is I have a favorite clip of a certain Jennifer Hudson randomly singing these words, and they make me laugh. And I feel like this moment it calls for it.
Insufficient funds, you ain't got no money. Ooh.
Legit. I do not have a dedicated guest bathroom. Insufficient funds. I also do not have a library. Nope. Insufficient funds. Jilly Bean said 1, but I like Megan. Please don't hate me. I don't hate you. Okay, here's the thing. I know some people that really don't like Megan, and I also know some people that really do like Megan. I don't pay attention. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. She doesn't add anything positive to my life, and I don't focus on it enough to add anything negative to my life. That's all. That's all. I understand some of the criticism, and I understand some of the defense. All right. Portuguese radio show. That's fine. So on to the meaty love update. Yes, please. Once I realized the text blunder, I quickly texted him that was not meant for him with a crying emoji for good measure. Sweet man said that he responded immediately to let me know that he doesn't read texts that are not meant for him. Aww, with like a winky face? I subsequently asked for permission to die. He said, please don't, with a kissy face! Yay! Oh, that makes me happy. This morning he texted me about some travel plans we have down the line. Bless this handsome man. Gods are cruel, but not that cruel. Oh, I'm happy for you. This is where I should clarify that the original post was obviously a tad hyperbolic, just like that text, go figure. I slept well last night, and I also laughed at myself, the blunder, just the ridiculous timing. And what also got imprinted on me was that exact moment I wrote and sent that text. The moment that he leaned and kissed me goodnight. I was looking at him as I closed my apartment door, locking it, and at once turning around and heavily sighing, smiling with my keys still in hand. Oh, you got feelings. 2 weeks ago, he had proposed going on a walk at that part. I had an inkling somehow that after knowing each other for 3 years, he was going to finally perhaps become vulnerable and share a few things. I had been in a serious relationship when we met, and what I know now to be out of respect and my ironclad boundaries, he never made any advance. But I was single now, and at the park sitting there together, he looked at me and said that he had feelings for me. Long time, 3-year-long feelings. And right there at Prospect Park on a clear night under some 35 visible stars, we counted, he kissed me. Last night it was my turn to be vulnerable, even if accidentally. This is so pretty. This is so beautiful. Aww. Sorry, Sheila. Sheila just said we had a guest bathroom until my now roommate uses it. It's now a toxic room. I have people use mine. I have a kind of library / art room. I live in 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Fair, Sheila. Fair. Fair. Oh, but this is so cute. This is so cute.
I told you it's wholesome.
Aww. I guess we read so many of these Reddit stories, and so many of them are just dumpster fires
I
that we
know.
just are like, what is even happening in the world? Like, that this even exists. It's awful. For once, I think I understand Ted. He was always the guy I wanted to throw my shoe at whenever his ridiculous face showed up on screen, which was a lot. I'm guessing, is that like Ted Lasso?
I'm guessing it's How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, okay. As for the library, I'm not Jane Austen, but a New Yorker, and the luxury of ample space is not something I recognize. My dream as a child refugee, growing up in deep poverty, was to have a dedicated place for all of my books I could buy when I grew up and had the money. And here's a pic of the library nook I built through vintage thrifting, DIY projects, and patience. And then that would be the link that is broken.
Yeah.
But this is it, folks, the update. I might prefer this life over any rom-com. I agree. Okay. So relevant comments, the pick of the library is gone, but OP explains it in a comment. So you guys, it's not a literal library. It's a corner of my apartment I turned into a library nook, and for what it's worth, this is an embarrassing story that just literally happened to me, and believe me, as a refugee who has suffered through deep poverty from early childhood, I am well aware of all the hardships existing out there. Now let me go back to staring at the ceiling. And someone said, you just ruined my mental picture of you in a dramatic swoon across the plush tapestry on the floor of a dusty Victorian library. Oh, like with the chaise lounge being like, oh. Yeah. Cheeks flushed with the back of your hand across your forehead, muttering things like, woe is me, and verily I am vexed. That's good. And other comments were, make it into a joke, bring up that that's what they say in those rom-coms, and honestly just make it a laughable experience for you both. Example, beesh, I think I'm going to end up marrying this guy, says every girl in a rom-com. Make it into a quote. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm the type of person to turn my mess-ups into a joke. OP then said I'm probably going to greet him with a chirpy hi husband next time I see him. And then you can only refer to him as beesh from here on out. Fantastic. 4 years later, we got an update. They got married. Oh my gosh. This is like the happiest Reddit story we've ever read.
I told you it was
I'm
wholesome.
so happy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 3 years after I mistakenly pressed send, texting this gorgeous specimen of a man that I would marry him seconds after ending our first date. Keys still left in my hand as I struggled to both text and lock the door. I subsequently sprawled across my library floor, wishing for the floor to engulf me. I did end up marrying the man. I want to be friends with this person.
Her writing style's hilarious.
Seems so much fun. Like, what in the world, life? I thought I'd let you guys know since you did help me with your funny comments and shared shameful moments to eventually get myself up from that fateful evening, dust myself off, and not commit a cringe. Oh my gosh. It's been 3 years of pure joy, and he still is dreamy and kind, you guys. And it was, kids, that's how I met your father after all. See you in the next chapter. This is so beautiful. I mean, we have read some nightmare Reddit stories on this show, so that is beautiful.
This one actually, it was funny and had a really sweet, happy ending.
Oh, I love it.
So that's why it's shorter than what we normally do, but I thought it was adorable.
I love it. I needed that. I needed that happiness.
Yep.
Just for a minute. Just for a minute. Oh. I will say, guys, thank you guys again so much for being here. Please make sure you hit that like if you're still here. I think we can get the likes higher than what they are right now with the amount of you that are here. Very much appreciate it. And thank you so much for the love and the support that you have sent in. I think I'm up to date in the chat, but I did want to say thank you so much to Lynn for sending the PayPal to me that you did. It's so sweet of you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your support. And we got another What the What.
And now back to our regularly scheduled What the What's.
It's like the ad break, but the ad is you guys.
Yep. I hope you'll forgive me for my insert of a different kind.
No, I love it. I love it. We need the positive.
Yep.
We need the positive. But speaking of the positive, we also have what we call the dumpster fire. Times people got hilariously bad tattoos and didn't even realize it. We have multiple times on this show gone over tattoos. This is not to body shame anyone.
Nope.
It's just, tattoos. I have 2 of them. And sometimes there are just some tattoos that are their choice. Their choice. And yeah. Let's do it. Found this on someone's Facebook. What is that?
I don't know.
Is it supposed to be religious?
Your guess is as good as mine at
I
this
don't
point.
know what I'm looking at. They're melting.
Yes.
They're melting.
Yep.
Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, exactly, Lena Jones. Tattoos from Jacksonville. 100%. What is the... Is it supposed to be, like, Jesus? I don't understand. Chewbacca holding a man? Thank you, Dreadnought.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow.
It's almost like the...
Is that Mary and Jesus? Which one is...
Almost...
Oh, that they did Mary dirty, if that's the case.
Yeah.
That's not great. Oh, it's a lion. I think. What is... But... That must have been so painful.
Mm-hmm.
All of those lines.
Yep.
Everybody's saying it's Mary holding Jesus. Oh, wow.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, exactly, tread lightly. This is the Cardi moment of, what is that?
What is that?
What is that? I'm sure that this has meaning to someone.
I hope it has meaning to the person who got it.
It
Because
does.
truly that is all that matters, but the
And-
rest of us are very confused.
And with the lion emojis for the win. Just like, what? What am I looking at? Oh. I mean, I love some pinup art, but what happened to the feet?
Oh,
And the face? Yeah, all of it. What's going on? These were choices. These were choices, everyone. Is that supposed to be someone in particular, or...
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But the ankles are concerning.
Okay, you guys are saying that the first one is a sculpture in a cathedral that I should probably know. By like Michelangelo? Okay, remind me towards the end. We can look it up and compare. Melodica? Nothing else matters. Instead of Metallica? Or is it mattress? Melodica.
It's
Nothing else mattress.
mattress.
Oh, please tell me that was intentional. That has to be an inside joke. That has to be. Oh, man. That's great. Melodica.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else mattress. Nothing else mattress.
Nothing else
Mattress. Oh my. The arms, the teeth, just everything. They truly hate this person. They had tattooed on them. What? What teeth? There are no teeth.
Nope.
There's just a void.
It's a black something. I don't even know.
I don't want to look at it anymore. I'm going to keep going. Hello, lovely people. This is my horrid tattoo roasted in the comments before my cover-up appointment on the 28th. Be harsh, haha. Well, if you're going to give me permission, then we shall. And congratulations on your cover-up appointment.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it went wonderfully, because there are times that needs to happen. Just double checking. Are we okay in the chat?
Yep.
Okay. Um. So it's like a person with bunnies, birds, butterflies, and flowers,
And a cloud
and the cloud
as a head.
as a head. You know what? I would rather have this tattoo than a lot of the other ones we've seen so far today. I would take that one. Like, I'd rather have that than the lion. I don't know about you guys,
Yeah.
but that's just me. I can't be that harsh compared to what we've seen. But I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Oh. So... I went to say it was a butterfly, but it doesn't look like a butterfly.
Nope.
What is that? What happened? What's the...
It's like
The legs.
almost like tentacles.
Yeah, the legs are killing... Like, is it like a jellyfish butterfly?
It's disturbing.
I have questions. Mothman? Thank you, Katie. Like...
It's a hybrid. Thank you. Yeah.
It's a hybrid.
Good
Yeah,
job,
let's go
Wendy.
with it's a hybrid. Wendy, you're right. It's a hybrid. We're not going to get any more. Yeah, and it has legs. Exactly, Christine. It has legs. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't even want to look at it. That's, okay. I have no commentary. I don't need to be real. Oh! Does it literally say lol under that person's chin? Like,
It looks
does
like
it
it
say
might.
lol right here? Oh. Oh dear. I'm reading your comments about Jesus, and I cannot read those out loud, but oh my gosh, it is. It's blasphemous. It's blasphemous, tread lightly, but I know sometimes face tattoos and neck tattoos are cultural, so I try not to comment too much on those and be rude, but like... What?
Why?
Why? So much of this is just why. This... Yeah.
I might be
Or-
missing something, but I don't.
Vicky
know
says,
how.
Vicky A says, I think love. Fair enough. Oh, I think I missed a super sticker here of the hippos. Thank you so much, Happy Oz. That's super kind of you. Thank you. We love the hippos. We love the hippos here.
Yep.
It's, yeah, okay. OMG, I had to pry myself away from this account, laughing my butt off content for days. No. Go,
Would you like this tattoo?
this happens in layers.
Yes, it does.
This is not like this hits you in waves. This is
They are queen.
there's the crown,
Queen.
and then there's the what I assume is supposed to be like a lioness or a tiger of some kind. Panther, maybe. With what I'm assuming is blood. And then queen. You know, I kind of feel like the lion deserves a better crown than the Burger King one. But it was a choice. Lots of different colors. Oh gosh, someone said that's on her hip. Yeah, it is.
I think it's her arm.
Or is it her arm? Oh yeah, no, I see it because like the neck is up in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
so
you can see her back in the bottom right.
yeah, so it's here.
And then her arm bending up is in the bottom. Or sorry, you can see her back in the bottom left and her arm bending up in the bottom right.
Okay. Interesting. Happy Oz, it hits you in waves. It does though.
Just keep seeing different details.
Yep, it's just every time you look at it, you see something new. I've been staring at this thing for an hour and I still don't know what it is. Okay, chat, I need suggestions. What is this?
What is it?
What is it? What is it? Like a part of it looks like a tree.
Yeah.
But then I feel like I'm seeing something in the tree. Like it looks like there's a bird in the middle of the tree and maybe another one further down. Then it looks like a pipe. But the top of the tree kind of looks like hair. I don't... Groot's arm? Right, Katie? I don't know. Is it a root, a palm tree? Chucky. Fair enough, Sarai. Fair enough. King Bob said, Cindy Lou Who. I think she'd like to talk to you about that.
Yep.
Yeah, Marcia, I don't know if I can fully say what you said, but it is on screen at this moment. I think that's probably my bet. Corbin 12, that's good too. That's good too. Not gonna lie to you. That's quite the comment. Dragonfly ayahuasca? I don't know. I've heard lots about ayahuasca. I've never done it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. That's a lot. A shop near me did an artist-on-artist blind tattoos. I'm wondering if that means they were blindfolded because yikes. Oh. No, I think it was purposely done that way. That was, you just wanted to... Oh, you just messed with your friend. That's what that is. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
I agree, Emily. It looks like Peter Griffin.
It's Peter Griffin on the dolphin, 100%.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is. I feel like this is exactly what it meant to be. What it was meant to be. 100% is what it was meant to be. Tattoos and piercings, not good. Oh, ow! There's 3 of them!
Mm-hmm.
Here, and then here. Has anyone ever had a piercing like that?
It looks like it would be so uncomfortable.
How do you do that? Like I get some of the mouth ones of like how you would do it, but I look at the one like on the side of the head and I'm like, how? How does that happen? How do you do that? How do you do that? Genuinely, no judgment. I have questions about taking that kind of a plunge and doing that type of a piercing. Like I considered at one point doing an eyebrow because I stan Amy Lee, but I was like, I kind of got chickened out with it because I found out, I was told that sometimes that piercing rejects, so you have to consistently have it done if you're that kind of a person, and it's just too much upkeep for me. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, Dragonfly, yeah. My mouth is always inflamed from an allergy, so this would be painful. I can see that.
So wouldn't it be stabbing like the top of your gums?
I
don't know. Like, oh.
I see. The thing is, like, I assume the mouth one could be like a barbell, so there's no actual like sharpness in the inside.
Yeah.
It's all on the outside. But it's, for me, it's the one on the side of the head.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one up here.
Yeah. What does that go into?
How?
Because that's bone.
Oh, that's too... No. It's drilled into your skull. Oh.
No, thank you.
It's a cheekbone. It's higher. Oh, stop.
Oh.
No, sorry. I mean, I'm happy for you if you have them and you really like them. Like, I'm not trying to, like, shame your decisions or anything like that. But to me, I just go, ah!
It's just trying to understand, like, the actual, like, living with it and what upkeep.
I love how we're not even talking about the tattoos. We're just talking about the piercings. We're just like, so, I mean, everything else, what's the lines and then even or ever? Oh, is it 4 and then ever? Or is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5. It's 5 ever. It's 5 ever. Oh, Lee just said, Brittany and Amy Lee, just when you think a figured came out, she surprises me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Evanescence. Love Evanescence. Love Amy. Have since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lifelong thing. Um, yep.
Emma said it's a dermal piercing. It goes just under the skin. And thank you for being a space angel for 6 months.
Yes, thank you, Emma. Thank you for educating us with your milestone chat. Oh,
Pain.
okay, next one. These faces couldn't possibly have been an accident, right? Right? I've searched for an explanation and there is none. Oh,
Peter and Wendy have seen things.
Peter and Wendy went through something. Peter and you know what? Maybe Peter and Wendy tried ayahuasca. I don't know. This See, this is where sometimes when we do these, we have like little debates where it's like there's a lot here that is done well.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like the fading of the colors, the line work isn't terrible.
We've seen worse.
You know, the perspective isn't the worst I've ever seen. The angle is interesting. But the face.
Yeah.
The face.
And then things went weird.
And it honestly kind of looks like it was a stencil. Like, what happened?
Trauma. That's all I got.
Jamie Lee Curtis going, trauma.
Trauma.
Generational trauma. Exactly, Dragonfly. Truly, there is technique. So it's like, how does this happen? How is it all so good? Like, let me do this. If I cover, okay, so try to ignore Peter Pan's head. Okay? But like the rest of it, like you're like, okay, this actually isn't the worst thing I've ever seen. What if I do this? Like, okay, what if I do this? Yeah. So if I go like here, and then I go there. No. Okay, no, never mind. Hoping I could block it, but I just, you know what I'm saying. It's, okay. Everyone made a mistax. Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
everybody, bot, because it looks like every Lodi
I know.
gonna make mistakes,
Yep.
but everybody's got a choice to make. I am praying that this was originally a drawing by a child.
Yep.
I'm praying that that's what this is. Because I don't have another explanation as to how this happened. You're right, Dreadnought. Mistakes were definitely made here. And it's true. It's like Hannah Montana says, everybody has those days. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes.
Consequences will be had.
Everyone makes mistakes. Stop. Oh my gosh. Okay. Found this in the wild turd fingers? What does that mean? What?
Because the fingers are dark.
Forever. Is that Riley?
I'm guessing it's
Riley?
a kid's name.
Yeah. So it's probably a memorial tattoo.
Yep.
I don't want to make fun of it.
But why are the fingers black?
I don't know. I wonder if maybe they should have called the Peter Pan tattoo artist, because they probably could have done a really good job with shading. They were good at that. Okay. What do you think of his new tattoo? What am I looking at?
I don't know.
Placement is important, everyone.
Yes, it is.
This is why you have to have like a talk with your tattoo artist and make sure that placement is exactly where you want it. Although I get the feeling this was not a super professional job.
Why is it so big?
The line work. I mean, that's all it is, but I mean, just like... Thank you, Katie. The nub. The nub! The nub! Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Why would anyone care how much they charge after seeing this? That's not... don't think that's accurate. Or am I uneducated?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. I have heard, and Katie, I don't know if you can back me up on this, because Katie artist, our resident artist here, or anyone else, I have heard that hands are incredibly difficult to do. Um, they're one of the hardest things to draw. I can only imagine that putting the skeleton part of it would make it also more complex. Um, yes, thank you, Katie. Thank you, Katie. I've watched enough of like tattoo shows to know. Um, and feet. Yes, Katie. Yeah, they're tough. They're tough. Yes, and also I will 100% dragonfly. That would be incredibly painful. I will say one of my tats is here on my wrist, and going over the vein. Everything else was fine. It was that vein was really really tough, and that really hurt. But also I have one behind my ear, so it actually is like on my skull. That hurt. Um, Bone hurts. I would actually probably say bone hurt more for me than the big vein. Um, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot. We'll keep going. I present to you no, my boyfriend's pickle. Is it a moldy pickle?
Mm-hmm.
Moldy pickle. Moldy pickle. Any Popcorn Planet fans that know Moldy Pickle? It's iconic. It's iconic. Beautiful. That's an interesting pickle though. It kind of just looks like a pickle fry. Like a French fry. That's a pickle. Am I wrong?
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. Darkle just said, I have my eye tattooed. A bit hurty hurts. No kidding.
Yeah.
You are braver than I.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, Emily, I'm sorry. So happy for you, Kim, but I just threw my laptop out of fear because I have an ick thing about veins and I wasn't prepared to see Kim's vein today. I'm sorry. I didn't think that was a thing. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to gross anybody out. I've never heard that being a thing that people get nervous about. It was not my intention. I'm so sorry.
We're also pale, so you can see the veins a lot
Yeah,
more.
my veins are visible like all the time. It's just kind of a thing. We caught ourselves one. Almost fully healed, ready for round 2. Oh no. Oh no. Um
Go to someone else.
I I am always nervous to say anything about tattoos with children because I'm sure they come from a place of love. And you never know why somebody's done that, because it may be because maybe Aiden is no longer with us, which would be very sad.
Mm-hmm.
But Aiden looks like he's from a horror movie. And I don't have anything nice to say.
Nope.
I'm glad Aiden is loved. There's my nice comment. I'm glad Aiden is loved. Okay. I saw this one on my feed. Supposedly, it's a teddy bear with a honey pot and a bee above its head. That's not what it looks like.
No.
I don't. Where's the honey pot? Like what? It's also very fuzzy. In all fairness,
Yeah.
it's very fuzzy. Okay. Okay. Go ham, please. Oh gosh. Here's Johnny. Stop. But it's spelled wrong. Did somebody get drunk at a party?
Mm-hmm.
I get the feeling somebody got drunk at a party.
She got drunk at the party.
Very, very drunk. And choices were made. That's There's Johnny. We found it. Came across this masterpiece on, I'm assuming, TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Lots of people's handles.
Who are all these people?
And did they really want to get tattooed on your leg?
Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm going closer. I don't want to even like read all these people's names out because oh my gosh, but there's literally like oh my gosh, there's got to be like at least 30, maybe 40, maybe more names.
Yep. Well, it goes down on his calf too.
Oh my gosh, it does. Why? Yeah, it's 'cause exactly like was this their followers? Did they lose a bet? Marsha Dragonfly? No. Kesnia, I'm not doing that. Okay. I'm going full screen on this. I love you guys. I really do. I love doing this. This is my favorite thing in the world. I love streaming. I love this job. I love the angels. I love the Planeteers. I'm not getting your names tattooed on my body.
Mm-mm.
One, because there'd be a few of them. Like, I'm not sure if she's here right now, but Mandalorian. Anytime I looked at that, I would start laughing. It's just not... It's not going to be good. Also, I know it would happen, like, you guys would know, and then name changes would be made.
Yep.
Before I went and got it done.
Oh, yeah. People would start changing their...
What would General Scott do? You know? Like, oh gosh. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. There's that would not happen like ever. I'm sorry. I hope you guys could forgive me, but I would not do that. I just no.
No.
Oh my gosh, I just thought of it. Like, what would Tinkle do? Oh. Found one of my other groups. Her BF was taking pics to show off the hickeys he gave her, but all I could see is the tattoos. Is that why so serious as a tramp stamp?
Yes.
I mean, tramp stamps really aren't that serious. They shouldn't be, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a foot cramp. Sorry, guys. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going because this goes to many places. White lightning. Oh, it's like lightning in a bottle?
Mm-hmm. But they did the lightning as, like, white. With the blue around it.
It's interesting. I'm hoping this is kind of fresh because the skin looks super irritated.
It really does.
It looks really mad. Like, really, really mad. I'm concerned. Try not saying, I cannot say what I'm thinking. That is wise. That is wise. Do not. It's a cool concept for a tattoo. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it just looks so mad. This looks like a gigantic chicken ring from your elementary school lunch when I was younger. I got a matching Fruit Loop with my best friend because why not? That's not a Fruit Loop. That's a massive loop. That looks like a Funyun that's a Cheeto. That's... Because why not? I can think of a few reasons why not.
There are.
But you know what? If it makes you happy, and you know what? If your friend has a matching one, at least you two have each other.
Yep.
Right?
You do you.
Yep. You got each other. Marcia said that's a donut. Pineapple fritter. Tread lightly. Yeah. Eggy Funyun. Darkle, yeah. Yeah. Top quality. Just the dots?
Yeah.
Okay,
And the circles.
here's the thing. So I know for a long time there was like a big trend where people were getting tattoos on their fingers. Like there was the mustache one. I don't know if you guys remember that when everybody did that because I thought it was hilarious. Some other people got shh written there. Um, but I remember speaking with a few tattoo artists, and they all were like, hand tattoos are usually a bad idea because there's so much friction on your hands on a daily basis that they fade over time. So they're definitely not like a forever commitment. And it's hard to keep them there, and then they can kind of somewhat fade and they aren't super great. So I've never really gone down that road. I don't know what they mean, but they're interesting. They're interesting. Vicky A, thank you so much for the super chat coming in saying my ex got Mountain Dome instead of Mountain Dew, like the drink, under his belly button after our divorce.
Oh dear.
Vicky, I don't know how to say this. I'm so happy that that's done for you. Mm-hmm. What is that? Who does that? Mountain Dome. I hope you're okay. I hope I didn't just offend you. What? Yeah. Okay. She's making herself a work of art. Oh, my new tattoo I just did. It's an ambigram. It says F you both ways. General Scott, always listening, goat sausage. Is that what you do? You change your handle to @goatsausage? So I'd have to write that on myself permanently? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so much. Oh, Vicky A, I hope you're okay. I hope I didn't just offend you. General Scott, thank you so much for being the legend that you are, as always. I know this isn't our normal time. I appreciate you. But yeah, this is,
I don't think it actually says that. It don't look like it.
No.
Which is why I put it on the screen.
Oh god. Vicky's been a member for 25 months. Thank you. Saying law was supposed to be do me, but it said dome. Mountain Dew me after the... Oh. Vicky, I'm just sending you hugs. I'm just sending you hugs. Make you a drink and give you a hug.
Yep.
WTF. Okay, there's got to be reason behind this. There has to be. There's got to be. There's got to be something. Because, like, the roses and the leaves are kind of cute. Mm-hmm. The silhouette's kind of cute. The faces, I have questions. Is it supposed to be skeletal?
I don't. The faces are creeping me out.
And it does look very fresh.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's not finished. I'm going to go with it's not finished for my own sanity.
Yeah,
that's
okay? What we've decided upon.
Is that fair?
Yep.
Good. Good. Marsha, a proposal, but why florals? Where are your florals?
Grab your friends.
Go get tattoos. This is my friend's first tattoo. Supposed to be a Sour Patch Kid. And yes, it was done professionally. The guy tried to charge him $100. Stop! What?
That's not a Sour Patch Kid.
It's a red blob!
Yep.
There's not...
There's...
$100?
is terrible.
That's awful. Like, I get that there's a color, but I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. The woman was too stunned to speak. Got the outline done. Next is the shading. Oh no, you did not.
Mm-mm.
What just happened? Girl. I can only imagine how much time that took.
Yeah. The back of your neck, like, ooh.
You know what I realized too? When I was getting my wrist tattoo, and I won't show it again because I don't want Emily to get upset. It's up to you. But I was able to see what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And that gave me some peace. In the sense that, like, if it started to look like it was bad, I would be like, able to say something and I'd know very quickly.
Yeah. If it wasn't what you wanted,
yeah.
You're on top.
Yeah, I could do something. And I had my husband with me as well, who has a tattoo as well, so he was watching to make sure that everything was right. It's okay, Emily. But when I had the one done behind my ear, I had this moment of being like, this person could literally put anything back there and I would not know. I'd have no idea what was happening. Mm-hmm. And I just had to trust this individual. And I do. I trust the individual with my life. I love them. I love them. And I knew she wasn't going to do anything that she shouldn't have, but like, it was definitely this moment of me going, oh, I don't know if I would have allowed anybody else to do this. Because you don't know what it looks like. So all I can imagine is that she spent all this time lying with her face down, just feeling pain, you know, her shoulder blades and everything, and then that. And what do? You've passed the point of no return. Mm-hmm. It's gone. It's done. Yeah. Yeah. Marcia said that's why you take a good friend to watch. Yeah. And in all honesty, I had the tattoo artist who is my friend, one of my longest friends I've known my whole life. I adore her. I had another friend who I've also known for 20 years, and my husband and my sister in the room. So I mean, I knew nothing was gonna happen, but scary putting your trust in somebody like that. Yeah. Oh, Wendy just said, what is your ear tat? I have the word 7 as written in the folklore font on Taylor Swift's album Folklore. And before anybody throws anything at me, because I know not everybody's a huge Taylor Swift fan, I will say if you have not heard the song 7 by Taylor Swift, you should. It's very different from what people would assume the stereotypical Taylor Swift song is. And it's one thing that it's tied to that specific individual who tattooed me. And it very much, this song is about a long-standing friendship overcoming a lot of obstacles, and having love for each other no matter what. And throughout distance, separation, all those things. And it's very true in our case. And it was one of these things, I showed it to her and we both just wept, being like, this is it. This is us. And so of course, her being a tattoo artist, I asked her if she would be willing, and if she was okay with it, and she loved the idea, and we cried more, and then we did it. So that was kind of it. And I can't go into much more detail than that because it gets very personal. But if you listen to the second verse, I think it'll tell you a lot. So that's how I'll put it. And we'll keep going. And I don't want to talk about it anymore because I'll cry. All right. Seen on Instagram. I was going to say those are grapes, I think.
We hope.
They kind of look like mutant blueberries. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
Pretty much.
That's a choice. What's with the leaf and the stem? They're...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what are they going for?
From my Disney tattoo group. What am I... I think it says something in the red stuff. Still trying to figure it out. I don't know. But what did Hello Kitty ever do? Hello Kitty never did nothing to nobody.
Nope.
Tinkerbell was kind of a bit of a troublemaker, but Hello Kitty did nothing. Nothing. Oh, you guys are funny. Since I know you guys love Medusa, that's not Medusa.
Mm-mm.
That's... The placement is interesting as well.
Yep.
That is a belly button.
It is. And I had to crop this.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
That's why it's kind of cut off.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We like monetization here.
Yes. I tried.
Oh, come on. I know this is probably from an anime and I don't recognize it or a manga. Is my husband watching? Tell me. Oh, let me go back. Tell me, because I'm missing it, but like... Why there? Also, that must be so painful.
Yeah, like...
There.
Oh. And like on an Adam's apple?
I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it. Does anyone know what this is from? I'll give you guys a minute, because I know some of you guys like anime. This is disturbing. Right, Marcia? It's familiar, but I can't tell what it is. Is it Naruto? Oh my gosh. I mean, there's a lot of people that love that. All right, we'll keep going. WTF? Is that the devil with like a wrestling belt on?
I don't know.
I don't like it. I'm sorry.
It's creepy.
I don't like it. A tattoo group I'm in. Oh, I think that's from Attack on Titan.
The mouth, though.
Yeah, but that's actually what it looks like.
Really?
I think that is actually what it looks like.
It's so creepy with the
Okay,
tongue behind
give me
the
1
teeth?
second. I am pretty darn sure. Okay, I'm probably not going to find the specific one. Yeah, I think it's Aaron. Oh yeah, my husband will be proud of me. Trying to find a good picture.
It's so... The mouth is very unsettling.
Okay, so like this is not the same angle type thing, but like you'll see it in a second. You see how the jaw is like super long, and the really pointed features and the crazy hair. Yeah, I think it's...
But the tongue doesn't come out of the mouth properly.
Yeah, I don't think it does in the other one either.
No?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, from Attack on Titan. Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think.
It's creepy.
I could be wrong, but I think.
Creepy.
Let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of people really, really do love that show, but I personally found it to be a lot. I didn't watch it all, but I know there's a lot of people that are like super, super heavy duty obsessed with it, so. There were many a nights where the new episode of the anime would come out and my husband would just come into the bedroom after and he'd be like crying his eyes out and I'm like, okay, I don't know what happened. And yeah. Yikes. Is that a mug?
Mm-hmm.
Just like there?
Yep. Like a
Why?
beer stein.
Why? Why? well done, but it's kind of cute. It's a little endearing. It's weird. It's a choice. Okay. Found this in the wild. They were proud of these. Okay, so like again, this is what I'm talking about, like the finger tattoos that people got like so into it, of having to be very minimalist and everything and very symbolic, but then they just like disappear. They don't stay. So I guess maybe that's like not a bad thing if you don't want something that you're super committed to.
But the dots under each nail? Like,
I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means.
Why?
Maybe it has meaning. I just don't know what it is. Not gonna lie, I kind of like the little mountains and like the star thing going on there. That's kind of cute. Not gonna lie. Maybe there's a meaning. Uh-oh. Imperfection is beauty. I mean, I don't disagree, but spacing and stenciling are helpful. What do you guys think?
The consensus in the comments in the article was that the F in imperfection was forgotten and had to be added later.
Oh.
Because if you look at it,
It
is very
like
much encroaching on the E. Yeah.
I hope they like it. I hope they like it.
But that's a very visible spot.
And there we go. There we go. There's the end of our What the What. Here we go, everybody. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Average Supreme, please, people, please choose your pieces wisely. Yeah. I mean, I think there are some people that they really take pride in just having random tattoos. They just make them really happy. They just like to do them and they don't take it that seriously. And that's fine. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I don't know. For me, like I like it to have meaning and purpose and stuff, but that's also just me. I mean, both times that I've had them done, I'm always just like at the very last second, I'm like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do this? And then I did it. But like, you know, I think I would be nervous. Yeah, tread lightly. Spacing, consistency with font size and style is important.
Very.
It be important. It be important. Well, everybody, we've been going for an hour and a half or so. It's late.
Yep.
For us, at least. And to stream.
Yeah.
And I know we need to get upstairs. So this is usually the part that I call last call. And this is where it's, if you have any questions, you can ask me AMA style. It's all good. If you have anything you want to send in last minute, now is your opportunity. And we just kind of chill for a few minutes. You know, there's nothing planned. Katie, how did the stream not have any problems? It did. I can tell you, I can see a few things at the bottom that it wasn't perfect. But I think overall we got through.
And you're not back up on the main network.
No,
either, because we had to do a full factory reset and whatnot, which is lots of fun. It also means you have to go around and reconnect every device in your house. It's lovely.
Dreadnought just said, Kim, were those tattoos fashion? I don't know. Should we consult the clip? Let's find out.
It's fashion meets... It's fashion... It's... Excuse me.
Perfection. Katie already said technically wise. Yeah, no, there's been some dropped frames. But overall, I am pleased. Let me see here. Okay. I think we are all caught up on stuff, which is good. It's good. So I will tell you guys next week, I will be... Oh, Christina, check out the Wi-Fi options.
We have.
It's long and complicated, and one day I will tell you all everything. But I have to keep some things to myself, unfortunately. Yeah, just seeing here. Yeah, I love you guys all writing burp. It's the best. Okay, so next week I'm gonna be filling in a bit for popcorn. There's gonna be some stuff going on. So I can't. I think for the foreseeable future, because of the way that things have been going, I know I need to figure out consistency. You guys deserve consistency, and that's something I haven't really been able to give. And I'd like to do better with that. But there have been a number of things, unfortunately, that have kind of popped up. Again, things I wish I could explain to everybody, but we're not really in that place. Um, and I try to be open about like my health and everything else because that's always fun. But uh, sometimes it's just every day is different. Every day is different. So I do aim to do Mondays and Wednesdays, but sometimes things pop up. Like yesterday was prepping for everything for next week that needs to be done. So I'm not panicking next week because that's not fun. And also that Lacey wasn't feeling the greatest, and she's still not feeling 100%. But she's doing a bit better, so she's okay. It's
She
just
wanted my food, so this is good.
yeah, it's good. It's
I
good.
had a banana. She wanted banana.
She loves banana. King Bob said, "How many memberships, odd or even?"
We are Team Odd with 17.
Very nice. So Team Odd 17. Thank you very much, you guys. You're wonderful. Um, okay, Darko, thank you so much for being here. Have a great night. It was so good to see you. So good to see you. But yeah, like this is where if you want to say anything, any questions, this is it. And then as it kind of like winds down, we'll log off for the evening and everything else. So I will say for popcorn fans, we are unsure at this time if Uncensored will be tomorrow. It's unfortunately there's just a lot. There's a lot of stuff. So we're doing our best. We are doing our absolute best, I promise you. Oh, Dragonfly says, I'm in hospice. I understand the ups and downs of chronic illness, and I send you so much love and best wishes. Right back at you. Thank you so much. Um, it's tough. It can be tough. And it's also annoying because it's like I want to be more consistent, and sometimes I really beat myself up about it because I'm like, I just feel like I can't, you know. I think, so, and I guess maybe this is something that other people that have like chronic conditions feel that it's like you want to be able to do things, and then your body just reminds you that you can't. It's like in a shocking turn of events, my disability has disabled me, and you just kind of want to throw stuff. So it gets very very frustrating, and sometimes it's like I get mad because I'm like from where I've been to where I am is huge, but it's never enough, and I think that's kind of something for a lot of people too. We always just feel like it's never enough, you know. So that's life. That's life. Um. Oh, Kimberly, I'm so sorry. I hope, I really really hope that the weekend. I don't want to say it's great because everything that's going on for you, but my love to you through this weekend and beyond, and all of the best. I'm so sorry. Um, stuff is tough. Stuff is tough. I always find, in particular, like, and I know some of it's probably like the vitamin D and the sunlight and everything, but I always find January to March to be a very difficult time for me. And I take vitamin D, and I do all the things that I should do and everything else, but it's always just, ugh, ugh. And sometimes it just gets like almost unbearable. I'm not in a good place sometimes, so
We are supposed to get a bit warmer at least here the next few days. So
that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
it's supposed to rain, but warmer.
Oh, Dreadnought, thank you. Just said you handled it so well. If you hadn't told us about certain things, we wouldn't know. So you're nailing it. When the streams happen, I'll be here. You know what? I think ultimately, I've been very lucky to have amazing doctors who care and a good plan, which is like good plans to assist in my daily life. And my therapist, my psychologist, she told me kind of at the beginning of me trying to figure out my life out and everything that it was like it's important to have stacked things to cope. You can't have everything resting on one thing. And that really stuck with me, and I've really applied it to a lot of areas in my life that it's like, okay, so if one thing fails, that's okay because you've got all of these other things in your safety net. And I highly recommend that for whatever type of, you know, health issue or whatever you're dealing with. Like, find multiple things to try to help you if you can. Um, and keep them all in your arsenal. Like, make it like it's like your belt and you've got all the tools on it and you're ready to go. So, and that took me a long time to figure out, in all honesty. Neo said, "Oh, thank you. I know what you mean, Kim. I have post-COVID syndrome. I'm so sorry. That left me with chronic fatigue and permanent lung damage. It's no joke. It's no joke. I'm so sorry that you went through that and you're still going through it. And I really do hope we get some more answers soon about what can be done. But please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to yourself. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it." Yeah, Nicole said my therapist talks about it like it's a toolbox. Exactly. Exactly. That type of concept. That it's just you need to have all of the things. All of the things. And yeah. That's good. Sorry. Is it somebody's birthday? Oh, Sarai, is it your birthday soon? Oh, Saturday. Oh, congratulations. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. I hope you have a great weekend. Congratulations to you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Elias, thank you. Said, remember, without you, there's no show. Take care. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's just like, I really, sometimes I kind of like, I envy creators. And I don't mean this like in a mean way, but it's like, when I see creators that like, they just hop on live all the time and they just do it and they just can. And I'm always like, I, ooh, I really want to be able to do that. And maybe that's something I'll be able to do in a couple of years as I continue to get better, right? It's just, you know, you want everything now. Always, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be patient, which is a hard thing to do. It's hard. I'm not good at being patient. That's like, not good at it. Not good at all. Not good at all. Okay. Alrighty. Well, do you guys have any other questions? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else you want to say? Just want to make sure we're all good here. I am checking in the background here, making sure everything is working the way it should. Oh my goodness, Buttercup!
Wow, thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
Holy crap.
For the super chat. Wow. Thank you. Holy smokes. That's a lot. Thank you so much. And thank you. You're amazing. You're amazing too. Thank you very, very much. That's very, very generous of you. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. I really do. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
sorry. And Dreadnought said, "Is there any plans for Father Ted reactions? Laughter is the best medicine." I want to do more reaction content. I miss doing that. I used to do that more like behind, like on the membership side of it, because I always would get dinged with like monetization. It would always be an issue. And something I do just kind of want to explain, because I know this is something that sometimes people go like, oh, well, you know, it shouldn't all just be about money. It's not. It's not. The issue is on YouTube. YouTube is a business, and the algorithm is always looking for the content that makes it the most amount of money, right? It's a machine. It is literally an algorithm that the goal of it at the end of the day is to make money. So if you are doing a lot of content that is not generating income for YouTube, it views it as not important and not helpful, and therefore will go, we do not promote you whatsoever. We're not going to show your content to anyone, and we're not even going to send out notifications potentially. We're not even going to put it in people's subscription boxes. We're just going to completely go, no, because we're going to prioritize these other videos that are making us money. And if you do that on a regular basis, it then affects the other videos that you have that do generate income. So they will then just start to totally suppress everything because they're not making money. So that's why a lot of the stuff that I do that is not possible to be monetized becomes members only content. So I can still share that with you guys, and I share it with people that care about it, that really want to see it. But it doesn't affect the rest of my content. And I think sometimes people get really confused when YouTubers talk about that, because they just assume that it's all just money hungry, but it's not. And the problem is, like, even doing that for like a couple of weeks, you can pay consequences of that for like a year. And it becomes a fight to get out of it. It's really, really bad. Dragonfly said, yeah, it's harsh for newbies. It's incredibly harsh. It's incredibly harsh. So I want to do more reaction content. That's why there's so many YouTubers that they do stuff on Patreon. Because it's completely separate. And they don't get whacked for it. So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hope that makes sense. And thank you, Katie. Remember, for 20 months, we're here for you whenever. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, and Lee, exactly. Eurovision gets you even behind a paywall. Last year, it was like impossible. It was impossible. It was just a nightmare to do anything. I'd love to do it again. Although I will say, for anybody that is following Eurovision, I am very upset about Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
Revolution should be at the final, and I am so pissed. I'm so pissed. So pissed. Although I will say I do love espresso macchiato.
Yep.
This has been a fun.
It's already on the playlist.
It is. And the UK's entry of what the hell just happened is like a meme waiting to happen, and I'm here for it. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I'm hoping Eurovision's fun this year. I am. There was a lot last year. There was a lot of drama last year. It was too much drama.
Mm-hmm.
It was too much drama. Maybe that's like a members only I'll do. I'll just get down to the nitty gritty of everything of like, I was mad at everybody. I was mad at everybody. It was, mess. Yeah. But I think long-term Patreon is something I would be interested in doing, just to do different stuff. Different things, try things, and not be as afraid of the consequences of that. Okay, dear, said, as long as you don't get a copyright. Oh no, it has nothing to do with that. It basically, what I would be venting about would have nothing to do with the actual music. It was all politics within the competition and controversies surrounding the competition. And like, there was police involvement at one point, and that whole situation was ridiculous, and a lot of inconsistency of the actual organization and the choices that they made. I was just mad. I was very mad. So I watched it. I was glad when it was done. And I was like, I hope that things will move forward and be better this year. And this is the thing, the drama continued after Eurovision ended for like months. It was brutal. Oh, Dreadnought, welcome to Space Angels. I'm pretty sure you are. We just renewed. Thank you very much. I guess that brings us to 18, technically? 18. There we go. Tread lightly, do a members only live stream watch party for Eurovision. I would consider doing that again. Jackie Swan, what about the weird naked guy?
We are all traumatized.
No rules.
There should have been some rules.
No. But this is the thing. Literally, there was one point where that guy, and for those of you that don't know, we're talking about, there was a song that was submitted to Eurovision called No Rules with a guy that was named Windows 95 Man. He had jean short shorts. And I think at one point ended up in a nude thong.
Mm-hmm.
And sang a song about how there are no rules. The rules are there are no rules. And then when he won his country's competition and then ended up going to Eurovision itself, he was then informed that yes, there were rules, and he did have to change some things. Thank you, King Bob, for the gifted membership. It's awesome. Thank you. That brings us to 19. We're back to Team Odd. And he was very uncomfortable with those rules. But then as all the drama started, I believe he made a statement and was basically like, I'm very uncomfortable with the vibe that is here. And I'm like, if Windows 95 Man that is completely comfortable walking around in a nude thong after being birthed out of literally like a massive egg that was covered in denim, if he has had enough because it's gone too far, there's a problem. Windows 95 Man should not be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, and I just remember, I'm like, that was the moment. We're done. We're done. No, we made the weird guy uncomfortable. It was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah. So I'm excited for Eurovision this year. I hope it's good. And yeah, I did like the winner last year. I did enjoy the winner. I enjoyed Nemo and the Code. I thought they were fantastic and great song. Lee said the world is less on fire. Lee said the world is less on fire this year, though. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now in the world, man. Kyle said denim egg. Is that the birth of a redneck? I don't know how to explain what No Rules was, guys. And I would pull it up for you. But you know what I mean, do? If you remember, let me see if I can find the video. And I'll put it in the chat. And if you guys want to like save it for later. Basically, what I used to do was do these reaction videos for members only, where I would watch Eurovision entries for the first time and give my immediate opinion. And over the years, I've gotten pretty good at guessing who's going to go to the final, what's top 10 material, what that all looks like. And I get very opinionated about it. And sometimes people don't like those opinions. And that's fine, but a lot of the time I'm right. So, gosh, where is it? There it is. Okay. So what started happening was I would do these reaction videos, and then I started getting copyright claimed. And then I unfortunately got one claim from one country that really got mad. Really, really was mad. And they threatened like everything. Absolutely everything. And there was nothing I did in that reaction video that was not fair use. And they didn't even give me the option to fight it. Like, I couldn't even say, like, I'd like a second opinion on this. I'd like to appeal, blah, blah, blah. They basically told me, get a lawyer. You have 24 hours. And I was like, because I criticized your country's entry. And the thing is, that country's entry literally got last in the entire competition. There was nothing I said about this entry that was, like, obscenely offensive. And hang on a second. George Floyd, I see you. I am pretty convinced at this point that you are a bot. So I'm done. I'm done. I've seen enough from you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, nothing I said about that entry was offensive, and quite bluntly, it was much kinder than many other reviews I saw online. And it was creepy. The entry was actually creepy. It basically just said, like, the song was, "Come over here, I want to smell you like an animal." Like, it was creepy. It was creepy and uncomfortable. They really didn't like that. So I get this strike, and I have to fight them on it, and I take it down. And I was just so incredibly frustrated by it all. And then I started noticing if I had more than like 3 seconds of a song together, I was getting hit. It just became absolutely impossible. And the video that I posted in the chat there is a reaction of some of the entries from last year, which included No Rules. And that one was an absolute nightmare to do because I couldn't have more than 5 seconds of music without getting copyright hits. So I went full like meme happy, cut happy craziness to react to it because it was just so bizarre, and ultimately it ended up becoming one of my most favorite things I've ever edited in my life because I was laughing at myself in my own misery. I think it took me like 8-9 hours to edit that whole video. It was brutal. King Boss said 9 Inch Nails clone. No. I was pretty sure that was San Marino, right? Producer sister?
I can't remember.
I think it was San Marino. Because I've debated on doing a whole video just about San
Yeah,
Marino.
that could be a video.
Yes. Yes, it was. It was Like an Animal. Sent by San Marino in 2023. And I did the review, and then months later, I get this email saying, like, you're going to lose your channel if you don't do this in 24 hours. And I was like, because I said your song sucked when it came in last in Eurovision? Oh! Something tells me y'all can't handle any controversy. Pretty sure nothing I said was worse than the no points you got, but okay. Just my opinion. Yeah. But yeah, I would do a live one again of the whole show, because that's really fun to do when we do that.
Yep.
I enjoy it. Lee, it did suck.
Yep.
And I mean, there are some songs that get really, like, I think they get the short end of the stick. They deserve better. Some of it is just voting politics, and I understand. But that one, no. That one deserved it. I'm sorry. It did. It deserved all the hate that it got. But I had to take down the whole video. They wouldn't even let me edit it out. It was just, like, it was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Dreadnought said, at ItsKim, whose commentary do you get for Eurovision? It depends on where I can stream it. The last few years, they have had a US feed that I've been able to watch, so that host kind of changes.
Or it's the UK.
The UK is usually Graham Norton, and he's usually great. I've also watched the non-commentary version that is put up sometimes by other countries. Sweden's television station that carries Eurovision, they have a free app that you can watch a lot of their content, and it's not region blocked, which is really nice. So that's how, like, I can watch Melody Festivalen, right, and not have to worry about that type of a thing. So it depends on the year, and it depends on what I have access to. But I'll usually go for either the US feed or the UK feed. I would love the Australian feed. That would make me so freaking happy if I could watch the Australian feed. Yes, Honey Love Religion No Rules were in my country, Finland. Finland and Eurovision.
That
Things
could be another video.
there. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all. It's so good. Oh, yeah. So I say, yeah, Graham Norton is so funny. There were definitely some sassy comments from him at points, and they're fun. They're fun. I enjoy it. I can't believe there's 300 of you sitting here listening to me talk about Eurovision. Put a 1 in the chat if you actually watch Eurovision and like you know some of what I'm talking about, because this is amazing. I can't believe how many of you guys are still here. Normally when I talk about Eurovision, like, the views just go and nobody cares. Nobody cares. So that's exciting. That actually kind of gives me hope that it's like, is it spreading? Exactly, Dreadnought, he's all about the sass. Yeah. But it's like, is it becoming more mainstream? Is the thing that I have loved for so long, becoming more common with North American audiences, which could be really, really cool. That makes me happy. Makes me happy. One day I want to go. One day I want to go see Eurovision. Really bad. Let's see. King Kong said, can you get a VPN and get the Australian stream? I'm not against that concept. Not against that idea. In theory. Right? In theory, you could get a VPN and you could. Theoretically. Is always the way I talk about VPNs. Theoretically. Theoretically. Oh, Kayla Walker said, I'm so late. Oh, I'm sorry. We are kind of winding down.
Yeah.
But it's, it's been a good show. It's been a fun show. Dreadnought. Does anybody remember Lordy winning it? Every day. Hard rock. Hallelujah. That's my father's favorite. The Wings. Every time. The Wings. He's always just howling. Like, I think he equal parts loves it for what it is, of like the song, and just be like, this is awesome, and then just the theatrics of it and everything and the humor of it, he's just obsessed. Anytime I put on Eurovision videos, he's like, put on Lordy. Put on Lordy. Every single time. And I'm always like, mine are always like the greatest hits for the most part. Although I did love, I think it was Croatia's entry from a few years ago about the dictators.
Mm-hmm.
My reaction to that one is also on my channel. The first time I saw that, I was deceased. It's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah, and I love always a Loreen stan forever. She's incredible, and I will hear no disrespect to that woman whatsoever.
Justice for statements.
Justice for statements. Oh my gosh, justice for statements. And this is it's going to be justice for statements,
And
justice for revolution, and justice for universe.
Yeah.
And every minute.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, so with Eurovision, for those of you that don't fully know what it is, Eurovision is a music competition where essentially multiple countries who are either in the EU or the EU has invited, for example, Australia, send a musical act to compete, and it's kind of like I like to say it's a mix between the Olympics and American Idol. So they have to submit an original song, and then for that song to be submitted by the country, every country has a different way that they kind of decide how they're going to sing. They're going to send a song. So some of them have a competition, like their own national competition to send a song. Some of them have what's just basically called internal selection or national selection, which is where the committee that runs that part, like the Eurovision committee, they will choose an act. And so those auditions may be done privately, but a lot of them are done publicly and are done by televote for the country itself. And a lot of the time it has to do with like The Voice, their own, national version of The Voice. Or in countries like Sweden, they have a competition called Melody, I hope I'm saying it right, Melodifestivalen. And it is the toughest pop song competition I've ever seen in my life. Getting like to the final of Melodifestivalen is an achievement. It is incredible. The way that Sweden sends pop is on another level. Every time. Oh, producer sister, would you be able to help Lacey?
Yeah.
Thank you. So, sorry. I'm just gonna let you go on the floor for a minute. Ooh, I am twirling. Ooh, okay. There we go. So Melodifestivalen is one of those ones I usually do watch because whatever doesn't win, there's still going to be like good. Like there's going to be a lot of really good pop music. And it feels like most years, producer sister and I have a song from Melodifestivalen where we're like, they got robbed! They got so robbed! And then it's very frustrating when you're watching other countries that send a song and you're like, what was that? What was that? We could have had the other one from Melodifestivalen. What is happening? And then we get like really, really opinionated about it. But Sweden is usually the one to watch. Almost guaranteed top 10, if not top 5. Always. And then people get mad because they're like, oh, Sweden's too good. And I'm like, then do better. Like, do better. Don't be like,
I'm so mad because it's too good and I'm offended.
No one's stopping you for putting in a better entry.
like, come on. Come on. I should try not most UK entries, to be honest. Aww. And the thing is, like, I love the good pop bangers. I love the good rock songs. I even love, like, some of the hip-hop songs they've done. Like, Soldi
Yes.
from Italy a couple years ago. Oh, my gosh.
That actually made Toronto radio.
It did.
I was driving home from work and I
So
heard it on the
good.
radio. I was like, are you
So
kidding me? It was
good.
awesome. And the song's in Italian.
Yeah. And then some, like, ballads are stunning. Switzerland sent a few that are just, wow. And, but then there's also the weird entries.
Yep.
There's the entries that just are like, where did you come from?
How did we get here?
How did we get here? How did this happen? I will say I did love, was it last year or the year before? Who the hell is Edgar? The song about Edgar Allan Poe. I underrated, deserve better, so good. Yeah. It's fun. It's a good time. It's a good time. Well, you guys, I think I am actually going to wind down the stream. We've been going for a while. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and all of the support. Moldova has had some fun entries. Sorry. Everything okay? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Much love to all of you. We're going to roll the outro. If you're still hanging around, if you wouldn't mind waiting for the stream to end, you can stop. Like when it's done, reload the page and leave a comment. If you like Eurovision, let me know what you like. And if not, let me know what your favorite tattoo was. Or something. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. I'm going to roll the outro. Have a good night, everybody.